Hey everyone, it's been a while. Sorry. So, if you haven't noticed, this is a different location than where I used to be. I moved a few weeks ago. Yeah, about 3 weeks ago now, which is why I haven't posted any videos or done a whole lot on with the Sunday morning tarot chat. Um, but it's Wednesday night. Um, I'm tired, which means I'm thinking less, and I decided I wanted to make a quick video for everybody. 'Cause why the hell not? Show off the new place, show off a new deck, maybe, and have a little fun. So it's, as you can hear and see, the cats are as always in the background. Enjoy them. They're enjoying themselves. So, hope you like it. Hope you like the new place. I'm sure you'll see more of it as we go on. But until then, let's have some fun. So, wasn't going to do a whole lot today. I just wanted to show off a new deck. And by new, I mean not super new. I've had this for a little while now, but all that means is I've had a chance to kind of mess around with it a little bit. I got it literally right after I moved in here. I ordered it a week or two before I moved, but I knew the delivery date was going to be such that I needed to send it to the new place. And so that was exciting. It was the first thing I delivered here. This apartment, by the way, is 7 blocks from my old one, so it's not like I moved very far. Go St. Louis. It came all the way from Germany. I got the Kitty Kahane tarot. Super bright purples, teals, pinks, blues, really exciting. I showed it to my new roommate, and her response was, what'd she say? It's a hard femme deck. I love it. Any queer view of a deck makes my day. And it very much is. I was texting her pictures for like a couple of hours while I was at the bar waiting for people to show up so I could read for them. So I got to show off the deck quite a bit. And it really does feel that way, actually. I did a quick ish deck interview and I agreed with her. I was like, you're not wrong. This is kind of hard femme. So it was very Queens of Swordsy in terms of personality and and how it responded to things and did stuff. So that actually made it really neat. Um, just the way the faces are drawn, the way it reacts to questions. I read with it quite significantly at the bar for a couple nights. I spent one night, I read first half with Tarot del Fuego like I usually do, and then I spent the rest of the night, about the other hour and a half, reading with Kitty Kahane, and the answers were pretty good, pretty blunt and straightforward, but also pretty. In to quote my other friend, a Crayola 80s art kind of way. I posted it to a group and she was like, what is this Crayola shit? So it's fun. I like it. It's very different from some of the other decks that I have. So let's take a look at it. And the cats running around. So first off, it's a nice little pickup box. I cannot read a word of any of this. It is all in German, literally, which is great. That's why I got it. So I have no use for this right now. I should show this to another friend who does know German, and they weren't fond of it. At first they seemed like, oh, that's kind of cool. Then they went through it a little bit more and were like, not my cup of tea. So it was sad to have a friend of mine who tends to like my decks and tends to like what I like, not be very fond of it at all. But you know, it happens. So the back, you can see, I got it from biblio.com. It's a nice place to get it. It comes with the 78 cards, and then it also comes with a couple of these. So this has some information about the artist, and that was the King of Wands, and then just another little quick cover card. So like the King of Wands, and I want to say the High Priestess are the two primary covers. This deck is one of the most clear-cut color scheme that I've seen in the deck. So I mean, this is the color scheme: purple, pink, blue, some yellow, some other color, but primarily purple, pink, teal. And it's really kind of neat to see how that plays out in the deck. I've gotten pretty good at this point now, figuring out what cards are what, especially the court cards. Because usually it doesn't really matter, because, I mean, we know what they look like, especially if they're Rider-Waite style cards. I mean, look at this. This is not an androgynous world card like many of them are, but still kind of neat. I like the art. Again, Crayola, whatever. I love it. It's just really neat. I like the 8 heads on the mountain as they move. The walking the better path. Seems like a spiritual path to me too, but it's interesting how all the water seems to be flowing away from the person. Death is kind of fun. Just the art is this just slightly interesting take on things, and it's slightly unexpected, which I really appreciate. I first heard about it a few years ago, reading a review, maybe 2 years ago, reading a review from Beth Maiden at Little Red Tarot, and she talked about how much she loved it. Look how much this cup overflows, the Ace of Cups. And she really, I was struck by her writing on the Tower, and I just kind of got it in my head from that I needed to get it eventually, and well, I finally did. It's been about 1.5 years, 2 years. But the art is so interesting. It makes me think a lot of the art from, what's that show, Doug? Yeah, from Nickelodeon. Like, I see some of the hair and I think of Roger. This is an interesting double card. I love, they're bound, they're stuck, but there's a different feeling to it. It's fairly bright and cheery, but it has no problem just being like, hey guys, you fucked up, or hey, things are great. This is the Lovers. That is interesting to me, how it's a very Garden of Eden feel, with the snake talking to Eve. But yeah, that hair, such Roger from Doug hair. I mean, all straight back. I love it. This would be the 2 of Cups. But yeah, the art is just fascinating. Again, here's the High Priestess, which is on the cover of the box. It feels very chilled. High Priestess would be a good description of it, I think. Here we go, the Tower. This is what got me interested in the first place. So they're falling, but there's someone in the middle. It's like it's moving, so you can kind of see the feet at the bottom of the card. It's just such an interesting take, and at the same time, still very bright and cheery. But I don't see people smiling so much, which I find adds an interesting take to it. Fucking tense. This is a great version of the 7 of Cups, in my opinion. Just, he's actually making a choice. They're grabbing things, but look what they're grabbing. They're grabbing the snake. They're ignoring, but at the same time, is the snake that much better than the devil? I don't really know. But there's this, it's an active choosing, which is not very typical, I think, in the 7 of Cups, which I do appreciate. Here's the 7 of Pentacles, which I love. Also, I really love that sweater. I don't know sweaters and tarot cards. The Star has also another interesting take, because yes, the person has the weird water in and out of hands thing, not slightly better than the Tarot del Fuego, which it's fish hands. But the angel is also incorporated, and there's not just one person, there's 2, so that's also interesting. King of Swords, 6 of Pentacles. I haven't pulled this one yet in the reading, but I kind of really appreciate how the older person, I would assume is an older person, is how I read it here, is holding the scales of justice. This very much speaks to justice to me. As the 6 of Pentacles makes sense in terms of the hierarchical nature of it too, but that person is like penitent and begging, and there's this sense of meting out justice and meting out generosity at the same time. Very interesting. The 5 of Pentacles feels like walking away, similar to the 8 of Cups, but in a poverty sense. That's also an interesting take. The moon on her head and the 2 of Swords, I don't know. So the nice thing about the German is I'm now starting to learn a little bit of German. So knights are on the horses, which is nice because otherwise I wouldn't tell that they were knights, but now I'm starting to learn what the word for sword are, what the words for knight and page and all that is. That's neat. That's really neat. Justice itself with her scales. I love this Justice. Just, she's what she's supposed to be. Let's see. Wheel of Fortune's kind of fun. We've got the devil on one side, and we've got the Sphinx on the top. I love this take on, yeah, this is the wheel. Things go up, things go down. Your choice or other choices. It really brings in the nature of the wheel. So I'm not going to go through all the cards, but there's just so much in here, and it's just an interesting deck. And again, you can see the color scheme. It does not change. It's one of the most stuck with color schemes I've seen in a very long time. Lovely Moon. And it's abstract, but it's also not. It's a very straightforward deck. I don't have any surprises in it, which for a Rider-Waite deck is fine. I like that I can look at this deck and just pick it up and start using it, which is exactly what I did. I did an interview that night that I used it, or first started using it, because I've used it a few times now, but I didn't go hard. I didn't sit with it. I didn't think like that. I just like, all right, this is Rider-Waite. It works. I'm going to use it. I know the meanings. But because of the slight differences in some of those cards, I could riff on it in a way without having to dig deeper in the imagery, like say with the Tarot del Fuego or some other decks. Yeah, it's like I said, it's straightforward. It reads. It feels like a solid working deck. I haven't quite decided what kind of element association I would give to it. Probably more of an airy, because like airy association, like I said, this feels like a Queen of Swords to me, a very hard for him, a very just straightforward tell like it is deck. It doesn't feel particularly passionate to me. It is like all tarot, but it's not like wants to push this agenda or this idea on me like say the Tarot del Fuego does. And it's not cool and inviting like a watery deck and emotional. It's just, this is what it is. Let's do it. Let's use it. Let's solve the problem. Queen of Swords, very Queen of Swords. And again, I appreciate that. I don't have that particular twist on a deck. But yeah, that is the Kitty Kahane Tarot. Also, if this is something that you're particularly strong on, it is not reversible, as you can see. But yeah, I like it. I don't use reversals except in a couple decks. Just a good one. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Let me know what you think. I will be doing more videos from my new place. I'm excited to share them. I'm excited to give you more stuff, and hopefully this weekend I'll actually have the next Sunday morning tarot chat like I want to. All right, have a great night.